Welcome to Cage Minds. I'm Mika Frankl. Today, my guest, Fabricio Franco, going to be in action Friday night, Tuff-N-Uff 133 in Las Vegas. Sir, I appreciate you during fight week taking the time to talk to me. How you doing? How you feeling?
I feel great. I appreciate you too for take your time for interview me, for me say a little bit about my fight, about my whole career. I just thank you.
I thank you. I want to start off with, when did you become a martial artist? Like, when did this journey start for you?
Well, this is start like years ago when I was living Brazil. You know, I was starting capoeira in Brazil like 8 years old. I started like I was watching the a long time ago the Pride the first MMA show me say, wow, I like this. So when I turned 18 years old, I started my Thai. And my coach say for me, "Hey, you can do MMA, you do pretty good, so maybe you can try, maybe you like, maybe you not." Me say, yeah, I'm down for this. So let's do it. So he say, okay, Fabrizio, I schedule for this fight. Me say, fuck, it's for real, you know, for real. Me say, yes. So I got the fight. So I remember like I was the second of the night, I get it on TKO like in 1 minute. I say, "Wow, I really want this for me." That's how it started.
So would you say you're a lifelong martial artist?
Yes, I start when 18 years old.
What was it that first inspired you? Was there a specific moment or reason that really inspired you to go into the gym?
Oh yes, I was saw a lot of people like when I start on capoeira, they do MMA. You say, yeah, I have to try. I have to try this because I was fighting too much in the school. My mom was say for me, you always fight. The teachers always call me here. You always fight. You need to put you in something for you spend you spend your energy because you do too much here.
So when you get into the gym and you start doing martial arts, did
Yeah.
that sound like you found a place where you belonged?
Yes.
What was that like then growing up and really connecting to the sport at a young age?
Guys, it's always great because this changed my life. I always have a dream for living America. So after I get my a lot of wins in Brazil, I have opportunity for training MMA master in Miami. My first place when I live. Now I live in Miami, here in Las Vegas. So I'm so grateful for this journey, for this job I have. The MMA changed my whole life.
Born in Brazil, what part of Brazil was it?
South Brazil.
South Brazil. What was that first gym, that first team you were with?
In Brazil, as Vieira Brazilian team, my first team.
That's your first team, and you were with them until you came to America, to Florida.
Yes.
And how did you get connected with MMA Masters?
Well, I was following MMA master for a long time when I started MMA. The first fight I saw Daniel Valverde. He's doing corner for Luiz Babun, Luiz Palomino. He's now the Barnacle champion. We say, wow, they nice. I just try to like test him, but he no answer for a couple months. We say maybe because I have to put a little bit more wins in my topology. So when I put like 7 wins straight, everything TKO, I send for him. He text me back. He say, hey, get my number. Let's talk about you have a visa. Take your visa. We're gonna open the gym for you here. You can live in here.
How long did you stay in Florida?
Wow, man, I was great. I never fight in my life. I never fight in my life. Like my first time when I come from Florida, I say, wow, this is beautiful place. I want to be here. I was living in Florida like for 3 years, 3 years and a half.
How did that experience improve and expand your game?
Oh, amazing. I learned my English. I meet lot of new people, meet a lot of people like Kobe Compton, meet a lot of UFC guys. My older manager can have. I meet a lot of people. I was great.
And that leads you to Las Vegas now?
Yes, I'm in Las Vegas now.
How did you go from Florida to Las Vegas?
Oh, after my fight in Bellator, I was talking to my older manager. I say for him, man, I need to change a little bit. I need to come for other places, I need to breathe a little bit because it's too much in here in Florida. He say, okay, let's set up you in Extreme Couture. So spend like 1 week. Maybe you like, maybe you know. If you don't like, just let me know. We can get another place for you. He said, no, man, I want to move. I want to move for Las Vegas. 100% I want to move. I come down here. Eric opened the door. Eric opened the door for me. He said, "Oh, you have a 1 month for here. You can try if you like or no." He said, "No, man, I want to stay here. I like to train. I meet a lot of new people, a lot of new guys. I meet my best friend here, Mateus Camilo. His fight Sunday. I met him, so we help each other a lot. So everything here now is going forward for me.
What do you feel has been the biggest benefit for you of now being in Las Vegas and with the team that you're with?
Oh man, it's great because here, Las Vegas. Everybody come to Las Vegas. Every fighter come from here. You train com a lot of different sparrings, a lot of different bodies. Have a lot of people here. People they think different here. You always have to be wary. I meet now my new manager, Lacey. He's now my new manager. So yeah, here's is great. The best place to be for you be a fighter is here.
You've done all this traveling, you're getting yourself set in now. Fight week is upon you. This is going to be the first fight or the second fight out of
No,
this team.
for this thing gonna be the second fight. I was fighting Mars before, like almost 6 months ago. I fight for Tuff-N-Uff. I lost my fight. I just get excited for fight. My man say for me, relax, you just move out. Okay, I lost my fight, but that's okay. Now we battle. I have a good camp now. My coach from Brazil, he's moved from here, so he take care of my whole camp. He's a Jose Aldo strike coach, so he just moved here for Vegas. Like 4 months ago, he moved. He do my whole camp so nice. So now I feel more ready.
Is there a different comfort level now
Yes,
having one of your old coaches there?
yes, very different right now. Very, very different.
And same striking coach as Jose Aldo. You have 7 wins by knockout. Is it you or is it the coaching that leads to the knockouts?
Oh, it was me. It was me. But having him here for me is very different, because he know how to work with me. He know how to offer this. We need to do this for now. We need to make sure you do this type. You say, okay. I need him here.
You mentioned a name like Luis Palomino. I know there's a lot of big names at Extreme Couture, but who were some of those guys in Brazil that you really credit for getting you to become the young martial artist that you were? Who are those guys?
Jose Aldo. he for his life, he changed his life just con fight. He become a champion. He changed the whole family around him. He's a good guy. I don't know him in person, but I always hear about him, so I always follow him. I always watch him. You know, become like he make 10 years in the field. 10 years, so it's amazing.
Being in Las Vegas, who are some of the guys that you feel are you're close with? Who are some of the guys that give you your hardest rounds in sparring?
Oh, Mateus Camilo, my best friend. He's this guy, man. He's a so tough guy. He's fight Sunday in the 40 fight in Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, we do our first camp together. So I was amazed. He always gives me hard sparring for me. We always talk almost every day. We always have a plan together for grow up together. So make a lot of difference for me right now.
Friday night, you're taking on Sloslan on Bavov. What are your expectations of the fight? What do you think he's going to offer?
Oh, we watch his last fight. We see a very emotional fight. You know, the beginnings he very dangerous the first minutes, but we saw something we saw some like he's when he started like explosion too much, he's getting tired. So my coach make a good plan for me. You know, just not have to rush, just have to get the right time. But yeah, he have my own respect. He's a great fight, you know. But I train more hard.
Is that the key for you, just to keep the composure, to not rush things this time?
Now the key is everything my coach say for me. Believe in myself. Just believe me. Listen him. You believe. That's the
How,
key for the fight.
how much has that been a problem for you, having that belief and that confidence?
So that's my last three fights. I was have a big problem. I was have a little big problem.
What do you feel was at the center of those issues? Like, what caused the problems?
Well, I always have a lot of personal problems. A lot of personal problems. I have a divorce. A lot of things.
So now, how is the camp felt, the weeks leading up to this felt, with a clearer mind, with having your coach there, and with all those incidences being in the past? How does it feel now as you're going in?
Yes, I feel my confidence again. So I have now a mental coach working for me. She's living in Brazil. She have a lot of fighters. She work with a lot of different guys in the other organizations. So we work for this camp very hard. You know, almost over 6 months for this camp. I was waiting for this fight almost after my last fight. Almost 6 months. So I feel great now for this fight. My coach is here. Like I say for you, she working for me. She bring me my confidence back for me. Like she say same thing for me. You just have to believe in yourself.
And do you feel that you are already in that mode where you can see the difference in how you're performing and how these weeks and lead up have been?
Yes, I see the whole difference this camp. I prove for myself I can do more this. You know.
We've seen you do it before. You've went on a tear, a 7 fight win streak. What do you think it's going to take to run off a series of wins like that again?
Yes, I want to say again. I just have to believe. Just have to believe. That's the key. I have to believe like I do like couple years ago. Same thing when I do 7 win straight. I just believe myself. Everything going forward.
You believe in yourself, you execute like you know you can. What
Yes.
do you see for the future? What's the plans? What do you want to do in this sport?
Yeah. So I want to go to UFC. That's my goal. My main goal is go to UFC. You know, I want to be a champion in my division, 145. But I know have a lot of work to do for right now. Like my manager talked to me, have to be UFC. He asked for me. He say yes. Have to be. This is my dream. This is my goal. I have to go to UFC. He say okay. So you have to work hard. You believe because we get the fight for you as longer process. You just have to work hard. We say that's fine. I believe.
That's what it's all about, people, belief, and the journey towards the UFC. It begins Friday night at Tuff-N-Uff. Fabricio Franco, I appreciate you so much for taking the time out of fight week to share some minutes with me, sir. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. I appreciate you. See you soon again.
This has been a Cage Minds production. Keep up across social media with Cage Minds, YouTube, Cage Minds MMA show, and be on the lookout as we're going to have a new special starting up on the YouTube soon. So be on the lookout.